Marty Ware from Marty's Garden in Byron Bay, Australia. Yes, and I'm the man that teaches you about microgreens and how to grow food really fast in urban places and small spaces. And you can see here some of my microgreens on the side here. But today I'm going to be showing you some of my microgreens around the house. But I'm also going to be talking about worm farming and what I use, the liquid, or why I use the liquid fertilizer here to get really good, productive, super healthy plants that the pests just seem to stay away from. It's just fantastic. I really love microgreens. Alright, hang on to the show and I'm going to show you more about my home worm farm and why I use it and how you can save lots of money and possibly why you should have one too. Here it is, my friends, my home worm farm. Yes, it's a two-tier stages, and it's got a bottom tank down the bottom where the water flows into. And if you can see here, here's the bucket here, and I basically just pour all the water in. So it's got to be like rainwater or filtered water or water that's, you can use chlorinated water, but you need to let it sit for about 24 hours because it will kill the worms and kill the worm eggs. That was the very first mistake that I did. And I was wondering why my worms weren't populating. I rang up my worm farmer mate. He said, Marty, what type of water are you using? I went, just from the tap. He goes, no, you're killing your worms. So I started putting them in buckets, letting it sit for 24 hours, and then working out a system. See, I saw this bag, and it was hanging down. It was a plastic bag, and he was just throwing water in. It was pouring straight through, and he's collected it in the bucket. And I've gone, tick-tock, tick-tock. And so I asked him and found out a few questions, and then worked on my own system. Now, what I do is I just throw the scraps in at the top, and I throw different manures and things in here, and the worms come up and they breed on the surface. You can see a red one there. That's called a red tiger worm, and it's a type of composting worm. And you can see all this fluffy stuff on top. That's the worm casting. It's just so good for plants. Now that's actually, believe it or not, that's cardboard that was broken down with chook manure on, old chook manure from the chook pen. And they've just turned it into probably one of the best, possibly what I believe to be one of the best worm castings around, the manures. Now, all worm castings are not the same. If you're just feeding them cardboard and paper, you're not going to get a quality fertilizer because it's going to be okay, but where's the nutrient coming from? So you see all these YouTube videos and they're just throwing in paper and cardboard and there's not a lot of nutrient in it, so you have to give them a wide range of food, from banana skins, not citrus. You can throw in eggshell and crush it up, then you get the calcium in there. You can get your rock dust minerals and throw a few handfuls in, and when they break that down and crunch that up in their gut, and it goes down into this bucket of water, whoa, which goes into the bottom trays of the microgreens. It just sits in the bottom and soaks up through, and the roots grab it, and man, dude, they love that stuff. And you can break it down, if you feel it's quite strong, break it down into a weak tea to where it's about 50%, so 50-50. It's better to always be weaker than too strong. But generally, look, I've put it straight on and it's never burnt anything. But I just wonder if you're getting, you're going to get more out of it if you mix it together. You can also get bubblers and throw in a bit of the molasses and make your compost stuff and things. So there's so much you can do with it, and obviously, yeah, you get your castings out, you can put it on seedlings, you can put it in your plants, you can put it on your gardens, and it's just, look, it's just so versatile and so easy to use. And what I'm doing now is I'm developing this all the time. It's just getting better and better and better, and I'm actually throwing in this compost here. When it's finished, this is the compost that's going in the microgreens. So when it's finished in the microgreens, it's going into this second layer. It goes in here, and then I put manure on top, which you can see here. This is just horse manure. For now, cow manure is much better because it creates another microbe in the gut, and then when you put it on the plants and things, that microbe can be uptaken and help the plants uptake more nutrients. And so, the manures are really good. But anyway, I want to show you a couple more things. I want to show you some of my worm castings that I've collected, and I want to show you what I do with the chicken cardboard manure, and so I'm going to put a layer in there right now. Check this out. This is a big bucket of worm castings from, you can see it's quite full, and I just grab handfuls of that for the seedlings and for different things and throw it in microgreens. And you can actually grab a handful of that and throw it in a bucket and then get the tea from it. It's so much use. But you can see I've got tomatoes coming up in here, and look how green they are, man. It just goes to show how healthy these worm castings are. And you know, I think that might be a capsicum coming up down in the bottom there. And so beautiful, you know, they just keep coming up, and I actually just grab them out of here because I know what they come from. My seedlings, the heirloom tomatoes, so yeah, I just plant them. But I've got, you know, like another big bucket of this around as well, and it lasts me quite a long time. It's very, very cool. So I'm going to let the chickens out now, and then I'm going to go and get the cardboard with the chicken manure on top to put inside the worm farm and show you what I'm doing there. Come on, chookies. Come on, out we come. Come on. You coming out or what? Come on. Out we come. Come on, Penny. Come on, Penny's the red one at the front. Spot's obviously the white one. There's Karen, and there's Henrietta's. She's my one at the back. Come on, chookies. Come on. Come on, I haven't got any food for you. Come on. So this is the cardboard from the chicken manure, and it's just, you know, droppings from there. And I've let it, you know, for a few weeks in there, and it's got old and it's getting crusty. As soon as it starts getting old and crusty, there's a few new droppings, but that's ready to go on top of the worm farm, top layer, and fold it over, wet it down, soak it with the water, and yeah, that's going to turn into worm castings, just like this. Just like that. Wouldn't believe that was that. That's that material that we were just looking at. Now that will make things grow like you would never believe. Alright, so now it's folded over, I folded on top. This is actually pizza box cardboard. I find that it's really, you know, it's that recyclable stuff, and it breaks down really good. And the worms seem to like that as well once it gets wet. And I've got this special worm mat that you can buy from the shops. And it's like some type of weaving, and they go all through that, and they really like it. So I put that on top, and you know, you can just use newspaper, it doesn't matter. But I put that on top, and then what I'll do is, I've got this whole bucket here. Now that's pretty much ready to go, that as liquid fertilizer. But I want to wet it all down again, and I want to get this cardboard just soaking wet. And because I don't want to collect the castings yet, because I've got quite a lot of castings already. So I just want to feed these worms and get them breeding right up, because I want to use them again. And like, I want to develop quite a few worm farms, and I don't want to go out and buy worms. Now I've had other ones that's running through now, so just let that run through. Now, because it's not too much like scrap food in there from the kitchen. It's mostly manures, peat, and compost. It'll flow through very easily, and I recommend, if you can't get that type of thing, just use mushroom compost in your bottom base, and get a bag of cow manure from the shop, or you know, some sheep manure or something like that. But don't use fresh stuff. Make sure you use old manure, and just let it run through. Maybe even let the water run through twice. All right, look. That's it. There's so much good information out on YouTube about worm farming, so I'd get out there and have a look. There's a guy named Larry from Minnesota, I think it is, and he's got some really good stuff on worm farming, so go and check him out. And yeah, and listen, anyway, I've got more stuff coming up about the micro farm here now, and so just hang on and keep watching the show, eh? So I'll give you a little squizzy around the stands here where I'm growing the microgreens. These ones are covered over. The reason why they're covered over is because seedlings grow much better when they grow in the dark, and they send roots down. And you can see a little bit of purple there. Well, that's the red radish starting to germinate. And yeah, I find that it's much better, and they're protected from little animals coming in and scratching around and trying to grab the seed at night as well. Occasionally I put bricks on there because they'll try and push them off. You can see here I've got the snow pea, well, they're not snow pea, they're just normal pea, actually coming through the top. Now I've got them doing this because I want them growing out and reaching towards the light. You know, I'll just open it up for you and give you a bit of a look. I want to snap a couple of heads, but see, there you go. And I want them actually, like, there's still quite a lot more to germinate, and they're probably about 8 days old. And yeah, there'll be lots of pea shoots for me soon to eat. And the only thing is that some of the animals, they like to eat them as well. So I'm hoping that at night they don't come down and try and devour these. So I'm going to cover them over just a little bit longer so they keep growing up and bending down. Here's some of the Arugula, what we call rocket, and that's only just come through. I've only just took the trays off them, and they're just starting to come through, and they'll be ready now in about a week. Over here we have some sunflower. Now I grow them exactly the same. Now the reason I've got the trays on top is because sunflowers are really strong, and they'll push down more into the soil, push the roots down more if they've got a bit of weight on top of them like that. And I probably should have a piece of newspaper there, maybe even there, to just make it darker. But I did have other trays on there, but I needed to use them, the bottom trays. So at the moment, that's what's sitting on there, and yeah, they're just the sunflowers. Now I haven't done sunflowers for a long time, so I'm looking forward to doing those as well. And these are just some more that are just in the germination process as well. And they're the red radish. G'day guys, just want to let you know that there's more shows coming up. We've got the Karen's Backyard Chicken Tips on Thursday, 5 PM New South Wales, Queensland time. Now we're one day ahead of you guys in the UK and the US, so I'm pretty sure you get the show in the morning. The Marty's Garden Show will be coming up 5 PM on Saturdays. Thursdays, sorry. Thursday, so we got Karen's Backyard Chicken Tips Saturday, and Thursday is the Marty's Garden Show. And I'm going to work on a new show just showing you what's going on, so an update show, what's going on around the farm, to show you how I'm growing food, how it's going, you know, my ups and downs, my problems, things that are performing well, pest problems, whatever, anything that's going on or happening, or maybe even big surf out the front, who knows, because I just got out of the waves, guys. Yep, I went surfing right before Marty's Garden Show. Anyway, listen, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now, and remember, I'm going to teach you lots about growing food really fast in urban places and small spaces. We've got lots of really cool videos coming up, so please subscribe, share these videos with your friends, get them out there so they can enjoy my piece of Australia here at the Micro Farm in Byron Bay. Have a great day, happy gardening, and we'll see you at the next video real soon. It's going to be a ripper of a show, the next one. Bye for now.